Hi guys, I'm back to post another video. I ate dinner and came back. You're gonna probably hear the rain in the background because we are having quite the downpour. So I finished that one layout and now I'm gonna start another. And I think I'm gonna put a step away a little bit. It seems to work better if you like stay a little bit organized while you're working on that. And it's easier to stay organized if you don't have a lot of supplies out. Okay, so do I want to do a Halloween one? I think I'm gonna do a pumpkin patch one of, I'm gonna do this one of my son and his daughter at the pumpkin patch last weekend. So those are really cute. They're going down a slide. So it's going to be a 2-photo layout. And I know the paper that I want to use. I want to use orange paper because it will match her dress. So I'm going to go on this paper pad of Chamel's and find that orange piece that I think will work perfectly for this. So this video is probably going to be a lot longer than the other one just because I had to start and eat dinner, and now I can scrapbook as late as I want. So I do like the sunflowers, and she is wearing sunflower shoes. But I'm gonna rip this one out first of all because I do like that orange, and then I'm also gonna rip out the sunflower one because I know she has little sunflowers on her shoes. There's some really cute little shoes that Jordan bought her. And I don't know if you can see them though in the picture. You can barely see the sunflowers on this one. But Jordan is into Vans. She loves Vans shoes. And so all of her family has Vans shoes, even the little kids. So, Esme has a little pair of Vans shoes that have sunflowers on them, and Jordan also has a pair that has sunflowers on them. So they have a mommy and me pairs of shoes. So I made myself a heartwarming cup of tea because it's kind of chilly. I don't have the heat on yet because I'm trying to save as much money as possible because another thing that's going on right now with us is that my husband works for a union, and so do my boys, 2 of my boys. And the union has decided that they are going to strike because their contract is up, and they don't think that they're getting a good enough deal on the contract that was proposed, which I'm not very happy about because I don't know if you know anything about strikes, which I was very unfamiliar with strikes because this is the first time anyone in my immediate family has worked for a union. I think this paper is going to go better because this orange is just a little bit different. I might be able to use it as a mat. I'm not sure, but for now, I'm just going to go with this. So this is the first time my family has worked for a union, and I didn't realize that their contract was ending in October, which wouldn't have made a difference because, you know, that's just where my guys decided to work. So, I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. And I know that when you work for a union, that's always something that you should keep in the back of your mind, is that they could strike. So I think I'm going to do this one, sketch number 34. So there's 2 pictures on here, some embellishments. The sunshines are embellishments. Title in the middle, journaling. And then this looks like a journal card. So I'm going to see what I can find that will work with this one. I would like to mat this, I think. But I don't really want to use full sheets of the... I think I can mat it with this scrap I have from a different collection. You know, this might pull from his shirt. The plaid in my son's shirt. I don't know. Very little of it shows. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up using this side as a mat. So I wasn't sure, like, when my husband came home and he said that they're talking about striking. Of course it was shocking, and, you know, I thought, well, don't strike. You know, that was my theory on it. Well, you don't have to strike. Can't you just work anyway? Apparently you can't. According to the union, he was told that if you cross the picket line, as soon as the strike ends, the union will fire you. So, I didn't realize that. And something else that I didn't realize is that if your company strikes, at least in our state, you cannot receive any government help. So you're screwed there as well. And to top it all off, the union is only willing to pay $200 a week for striking. And you're expected to work your shift on the picket line, which means that you can't get another job, another part-time job to fill in the gap. So it's like, you're really screwed. I mean, you really are screwed if your company strikes. Now, I am hopeful that they don't strike, because of course, you know, of course, you know, my son, and he, you know, he has to support his family, and she's still on maternity leave. My one son, and my other son that lives at home, he works there, so he wouldn't be getting paid either. I have a job, but it is virtual, and I'm still kind of in training because I just got this job. So I'm not really making much money right now. So I'm like, this is great. This is great. So, I'm hopeful the company or the union, I'm not sure which, hired a moderator because apparently the company, I guess there's some really severe anger issues going on with the company. The manager or the guy over the head of the company or something. It's a big company that's like, it's a well-known company around the country, and like there's several of these, but like this particular, I guess they each have their own unions, and like the other, I kind of did some research, and like other branches of this company have striked before. So I'm not hopeful about that, but last year, in fact, another company that's a branch of this company in another part of the state striked. And it didn't really say, like, it was last year, and it didn't really say like how long the strike was on, or if it ended, or but it's probably for similar reasons, and they have good reasons for striking. I mean, there is some things that, you know, should be changed. I mean, but you know, when families are depending on the money, it's not like, I understand that, you know, the company did come back and say, okay, we'll do this for you. You know, we'll make some of these changes. But of course, they're not going to give you the farm. And so I don't know what's going to happen. I am praying very hard that they don't strike. And I'm hoping that the moderator will prevent that from happening, but we will find out in 2 weeks, because people are really mad. My husband and middle son voted not to strike. They also voted, like, they had to vote twice. They had to vote the first time whether they wanted to strike, and then last Sunday they had to vote whether to agree with the contract or strike. And apparently they voted against the contract, and so what they do is it goes back to the company, and the company is supposed to modify it. And then they vote again in 2 weeks to see, like, no, we're going to take it, or no, we're not going to take it, and we're going to strike, or yes, we will accept that and we won't strike. So sad thing is a lot of people in our community work there. A lot more people than I ever imagined work there. I had no idea that there were that many employees there until they showed a picture of all the people at the union meeting, and I was like, holy moly, that's a lot of people. So I started my own business. Basically, I've been decluttering my closet, like, of clothes that I no longer wear, clothes that don't fit me, that I've been holding on to for years, craft supplies that I never use. What else? Oh, homeschool books and stuff. Since I'm done homeschooling, I don't need them anymore, and those add up over the years. They're expensive. Curriculums are expensive. Games, like homeschool games, educational games, lots of stuff like that. So I've been selling that stuff on eBay. I started doing that when the end of September, when I found out there was a possibility they were going to strike. I was like, oh crap, I got to do something. And that's when I was like, I got to find a virtual job, because since I'm in physical therapy, I can't really work outside the home right now because I'm still in a lot of pain. And so I'm doing pool therapy, which I really enjoy, actually. Everyone there is always so nice. I've never had a problem with anyone not being nice to me there. And they're always very helpful. So I enjoyed the lady that I had the first lady that I had in the pool therapy. She was okay. She wasn't very talkative. She was kind of like, I mean, she was friendly enough. She just was kind of like standoffish a little bit. But the second lady, she was like showing me pictures on her phone and all kinds of stuff. Apparently she's decorating her yard for Halloween, and she was showing me all these things that she's doing and all this stuff. I don't know these people from Adam. I mean, I've lived here for quite a while. I mean, I moved to this, I moved to this town in 2004, the year, about two months before I had my youngest son. And we bought this house, but this area, so that was he's 19. So, I mean, 19 years ago, we moved to this house, in this town. But before then, we lived not far from here, about 15 miles north. And that, I moved there in 1996. I guess, was it the spring or summer? It was summer of 1996. So, early summer. But that's when I moved from Wisconsin. So, I've lived here for quite a while, but I don't get out a lot, and I don't mingle with people in the community a lot. My kids were in sports, but I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't talk to a lot of people, in general, unless I don't feel comfortable around a lot of people. So if I talk to someone, it's actually kind of surprising if I do, but sometimes I force myself to be more outgoing than what I am. So I don't really, I mean, I have some close friends, some really close friends, but then I also don't know a lot of people, is what I'm saying. So most of the people in town I don't know. Good portion of town I don't know. You are so cute. You are amazing. We make good memories. That's cute. Having fun. These are cute little things. Okay, so those are possibilities I can put on here. And then there was some washi tape that had pumpkins over here. Just kind of take a look and see what I've got. So I'm happy that eBay has been kind of a godsend where I have been able to make some extra money doing that. And I do like my new job. It is a teaching job. But it's a virtual teaching job, and I'm actually teaching children in China, which is kind of funny. Because initially I was like, I don't know Chinese, how am I going to do this? But everything's in English, so you don't have to worry about that. But like I said, I'm still learning. I'm still in training, so I really haven't done really any teaching per se yet. Just like practicing and stuff like that, because it's a whole another ball game when you're teaching virtually and than in person. And I'm also taking a course at a local university. Well, it's not really local. It's not far from here, a university. I'm taking a course on law in special education. So it's basically, the name of the course is, what is the name of the course? I never can remember them because they're so wordy. It is called, ooh. What is it called? Oh, it's not there. Where's my planner? It's in my planner. The name of it. Ooh. Here it is. It is called Assessment and Evaluations of Students with Mild and Moderate Disabilities. That's what it is. So we discussed like all the legal aspects of assessments is basically what it's called. So yeah, and that's going okay so far, I think. I mean, I was getting 100% in the course, and then I have to go to a school and interview. Part of this course is you have to meet with people who work in special education. So I have to interview 2 teachers at 2 different schools that do assessments on their students in special education. So I am going to interview the teacher that Jordan works with, the special education teacher that Jordan works with, and my grandson's teacher. I'm going to interview them, and basically I have to ask how they do assessments and what are some concerns that they have when they give us students assessments, and how they do their evaluation process as far as like evaluating students and implementing interventions, and how they handle response to intervention and all that stuff. So I have to do all that, but which is nice because it gives you a chance to, especially considering that I'm taking this course online. I am able to meet actual people that work in special education, and I'm making connections, which is nice because the school that I went to before that I got my degree in was not local. It was out of state, and so I wasn't able to connect with anybody locally as far as like, I mean, I did have to go to Springfield for one course that I took over the summer, last year in 2022, and I had to do like a clinical type thing there, but it was at the special education office. It wasn't at a school, and it was all administrative, so it wasn't what I was wanting to do with my career. So I mean, if I want to, I mean, I did make some connections, but like, I don't really want to work in that part of special education. I would rather work at a school than work like for like Tri-County Special Ed, which I thought that that's what I kind of wanted to do, was work for them. And I mean, I could, I'm not exactly sure, but I think I just need to just do it. I've been seeing a therapist because I have this thing that is called like imposter syndrome, or she said she thinks I have imposter syndrome. I didn't know that there was such a thing until I started seeing her, where I feel like I'm not good enough. Like and she said that people who have like, who live with like people with narcissistic personality disorders, and people who have been like who have been verbally abused or psychologically abused are more likely to have this, where you don't think that you are as good as other people. It's not really a jealousy thing. You're not jealous of other people, but you just don't think that like you wonder if like, I don't know, some of the thoughts that go through my head are just kind of goofy, because I know that I worked hard. I know that I earned everything that I have earned, and I did my best, and you know, and I graduated like at the top of my class, but not the top. I mean, I was like, I think they said like in rank for my degree program, I was like 16 or something like that. But that's pretty good for like people all over the world. I mean, I did graduate with a 4.0, but and I know that, but like deep down I think, well, like sometimes when I would get an A, I'm like, well, are they giving me an A because they feel sorry for me? Or it's just a really weird disorder, because it makes you question everything. It makes you question, like, is this person being nice to me because they feel sorry for me? Or is this person, you know, or am I getting hired because they feel sorry for me? That kind of, it's just all garbage. It's just your mind playing tricks on you, telling you that you're not good enough to have a good job. Or because I have that too. Like I sometimes feel like, you know, well, maybe I'm not good enough to do this, you know. And that's a really hard pill to swallow, especially when you're feeling, you know, it's not, I don't even know how to explain it really. Because I don't really understand it myself, other than I know that these are the feelings that I have right now. That like, and sometimes it really hinders your success, because you feel like like, you know, I'm not as smart as other people, or, you know, my degree is not as good as other people's degrees, or, you know, just, it's just your mind playing tricks on you. And I mean, she's helping me work through it, and I'm thankful for that, because like I said, I'd never heard of such a thing before. And it's scary when you feel that way, because it's like, it's paralyzing. It makes you not even want to try. And I tend to be that type of a person anyway. Like, if I, like, you know, in a relationship or a friendship or whatever, if it's not working, then I, like, give up. I'm like, why waste my time, you know, like, keeping a friendship or working hard to, like, to be everything to everybody else, if they're just, you know, if they're not going to be, like, there for me or whatever. I don't know. It's just it's a weird disorder. So it's just, you know, since 2020, I don't remember being, like, as weird, I guess, is the only word that I can think of to use, until 2020. 2020 really messed me up, which I think 2020 messed a lot of people up. I think more so than what we even realize. It's funny because, like, I went through 2020, 2021, 2022, and then this year, like, the week that I quit the daycare, I not only had to go to the ER for my hip, but I also came down with COVID for the first time ever. Like, I had never tested positive for COVID before. I also lost my sense of taste. I never lost my sense of smell, but I did lose my sense of taste. It is slowly coming back. I am noticing that I can taste things more than what I have since early September. But I mean, that is a weird sensation in itself. Like, I have a friend who lost her sense of taste back in 2021 from COVID, and she was trying, you know, she was like, I can't taste anything, I hate it, it's awful, you know, all this stuff. I couldn't relate to what she was talking about, because I was, like, trying to think of what that would feel like, you know, and I was like, I can't even imagine, you know, what that's like. And she's like, it's awful, it's just awful. And I don't even know if she's gotten her taste back, because she struggled for a really long time to get her to like, she was seeing specialists and stuff because it wouldn't come back. And mine is thankfully, like, after a month coming back. Like, I can taste, like, the tea, I can taste that. We went out for Scott's birthday, and I could not taste, like, any of that meal. And I was like, and in fact, the meat, like, I had steak and it tasted yucky. I mean, it did not even taste appetizing. It was gross. Which, it's a weird illness for sure. Okay, so I put that there. Okay, so there's supposed to be this card, and there's supposed to be some embellishments here. So maybe I want to do some here too. I don't know. I mean, I can do some of these. Like, I do, like, and I can do the enamel dots. So that was one thing that I got when I left the daycare. And then another thing that I got was head lice. I knew a girl in my class had head lice when I left, because she was checked for it, and she did have it. She had nits in her hair. And I knew this, but my head didn't start itching until like a few days after I quit. And I'm like, oh great. I'm like, that on top of COVID, on top of a heart hit, I'm like, I'm doing great. I'm doing just great. So, but the thing that is strange about the daycare, and I don't know if schools are like this because I haven't worked in a school in years. When I used to work at the grade school, if a child had head lice, they were sent home. And a parent had to treat the child's head and then send proof that they had been treated before the child could come back to school. This little girl in daycare, she never missed school. Like, she was allowed to come back. We still had to check her head every day. Like, but, and even when she had nits, it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter. She got to stay. So I don't know. Like I said, rules at daycare are a lot different than the school system. It's a lot different. And I don't even know. Like, now they may allow kids to stay with head lice. I don't know. But I don't know why, because little kids, I'm going to tell you, they are all over the place. Like, especially preschoolers or kids that are like 4 and 5 years old, they are everywhere. I mean, the whole class is going to get it. There's just no way around it. The whole class is going to get it. And because I have long hair, I am prone to getting it anyway. I generally always get head lice. Like, every time I'm around a kid that has head lice, my hair is super susceptible to it. I don't know why. It aggravates me. Because I put stuff on it. Like, when I found out that she had head lice, I went home and I bought some shampoo that, like, prevents you from getting head lice. Use that. You're supposed to use hair gel, and that'll prevent head lice from sticking to your hair. I still got it. I don't know why lice really like my hair, but I was able to get rid of that shortly after. But I was like, man, God is really telling me that he does not want me here. He does not want me working at this place. Which is weird, because I really thought that he was directing my path, that I should work there. Just because, you know, and I think that I got that from the fact that it was a Christian run place. So I thought, oh, of course God would direct me to a Christian run place. Not necessarily. God is not always leading you where you think that he's leading you. I've learned to figure that out. Like, he lets us choose at free will. He gives us free will to choose, you know, and sometimes we think that it's God, but it's not. It's our own free will that is, like, you know. Okay, so the journaling here is like journaling on top, title, journaling. So if I am going to journal, I need a ruler, which I have one here. This handy dandy ruler. Then I'm gonna draw lines, and I think I want brown lines or orange. I think I want this one. Okay, so I'm gonna draw journaling lines, but I think before I do that, I'm going to put Daddy here if I can, because that's what she was saying this whole day. She was like, she is just learning to talk because she's 2. She does pretty well. I mean, I wouldn't say that she's like the most talkative child, but she does, I mean, she's saying like 2-word sentences. She'll say Daddy here. Like this weekend she was like, Daddy here, Daddy here. And I think she was saying, Daddy come here. Or she'd say, Daddy look, Daddy look. She'd say that too, which was super cute. Absolutely adorable. And she says baby, of course, because she's totally enamored by the baby. Or she'll say, my baby, my baby. So, it's cute. But I like to, like, add that part, like words that the kids say on my scrapbook page, because then I'll remember it, you know, that she said it. I'm wondering, I don't have 2 D's. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use P's upside down. I've done that before. Because she didn't say Dad here. She said Daddy. Daddy here. And she calls me Mama, which is cute because she can't say Grandma. It's like Mama. I think she calls her mom Mommy or Mama, but I think she calls her Mommy because she says Daddy. I don't really know, to be honest, because she doesn't talk about her mom at our house, but she does call me Mama. And Kaysen, the little guy, this little guy, he's still around a lot. This is their family. This is little Kaysen. Kaysen will be 2 right after Christmas. He is completely nonverbal. He has been showing signs of stimming. And he is in early intervention right now. And so Jordan said that they're no longer ruling out autism because he is, it seems that he's leaning that way, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Of course it's a bad thing because that's hard for him, you know, it's going to be more difficult for him in life. He did go home. He's been home with his mom since spring. Before then, Jordan and Hunter raised him through foster care. But his mom got custody back of him. And, but he's still with them. He's still with Hunter and Jordan most of the week. Like 5 to 7 days out of the week, he is there with them overnight. Like, he spends the entire week there, which is odd to me, that because he has bonded with Hunter and Jordan. Of course, she took him home from the hospital when he was born, but he has bonded with them. But the more that he's not with his mom, he just is not bonding with her. And I don't know if she knows that, and that's why most of the time she just doesn't want to deal with them, which, you know, I think that there are some people in this world that should not be parents, and I'm not saying that to be mean, because I know she loves her kids. I really do. I think that she genuinely loves her kids, but I'm not sure she knows how to be a mom. I really don't. Or I'm not sure she wants the responsibility of being a mom. It's hard to watch. because he's a different kid when he's with us than when, you know, and I think that's sad because, you know, she fought so hard. She changed, you know, she got well, so she could have him back in her life. But I know our family feels that, that he's going to be too much for her because, like, especially if he does actually have autism, she's not going to, I wonder if she's just going to let Hunter and Jordan just have him. Which we would not be sad about that. We would be very happy because we love him very much. I can't imagine him not being a part of our family, but you know, also I care about the mom, you know, how she works so hard to get him back. But you know, you just can't always. I basically want what's best for him. And I know that he's safe, and I know that he's clean, and I know that he's well taken care of when he is with Hunter and Jordan. When he's with his mom, I don't know that. In fact, I wonder. But that's not my place, nor, you know. You know, and of course, you know, he's her third child, but her other two were taken away from her. And Jordan and Hunter have the oldest. So from what we understand, if mom decides that, you know, she doesn't want that responsibility, or if something happens, that the court decides that she shouldn't have him anymore, he'll go to Jordan and Hunter. So, because they have his brother. So I'll probably tell a longer story on here. And that'll be where the journaling is. But that is what this one looks like. It didn't really take too long, I don't think, to do. That's the sketch right here. And then that's the page, how it turned out. I like it. It says play together. It's got, you know, all the fall stuff. And then I put father here because Hunter is his father. Or her father. So, there's that one. I was going to show you this one. And compare it to the sketch as well. I used sketch number 24, was it? No, not that one. I used this one, 21. I'm gonna mark these because then I know that I've used that sketch already. Not that it matters, I can use it as many times as I want, but yeah, so that was that one. Where is it again? I can find it. Hopefully this video, it's been a while since I've filmed. That's this one. So in comparison, here's a journaling. I didn't put any embellishments down here. I put them up here, which they would probably look better down here now that I think about it. I might move them. I do have the border. I do have embellishments here, but I kind of made it go down. And then I have some up here. The title was supposed to be up here. I guess I didn't realize that, but I put it here. I wonder if I change that, what that would look like. Let's take a look real quick and see what it would look like if I followed the sketch. So if I put this up here, right? Make sure that's straight. But I realized when I uploaded the last video that it is like sideways, and I can fix that before I upload. But if I were to fix it now, I would have to like re-upload the video, and I'm not going to do that. That's too much of a pain in the butt. But this one, I will make sure that it's like I will edit it so it's turned the right direction. Because I do know how to do that. I didn't think about it when I was uploading it while I was eating. So that's just one of those things. Okay, so the embellishment is supposed to be down here. So I'm going to try to take this off without damaging anything. We'll see if I can do that. This paper is pretty forgiving, thank goodness. It looks like I got a tiny piece there, but that'll come off. Okay, so if I do this, I would probably do it like right here, there. So that's more like it, but I need to do like an embellishment here that would like match up. So what could I use as an embellishment, a baby embellishment? Some garbage over here that I need to throw away. So we have been watching The Good Doctor. That has been like our show of choice this month. I don't know why. I think we started watching it at one point in time. My friend had recommended it and said that it was really good, and we're like, oh, okay, well, we'll start watching it. And I started watching the first episode, and then I just didn't get into it, so I didn't continue watching it. And then but then I wanted to try watching it again, and we just have fallen in love with the characters on that show. It's so good. It's so well written. Although some of it is very hokey, because my husband used to work at a hospital, and so like a lot of the stuff that is on the show would not fly in a real hospital. Especially like there are HIPAA violations everywhere like on that show that would not fly. Like that I know of. I mean, my goodness. I mean, just some things are just like, I mean, it is a TV show, and you know, of course it's pretend, but my goodness, I don't know. We could do Bliss here. Oh, that's not a sticker. That's a cut apart. Yeah. So that's the show we've been watching. I went out for coffee with a friend today, and there's like a scary show on Netflix right now. And I forget what it's called. So it's like horror, like a horror. She asked me if I like horror shows, and I said some. And she said it's really spooky. And I can't remember what the name of it is right now. So we might check out this one. We're already on season 6 of The Good Doctor, and this is the final season of that. So we'll be looking for something new soon. We pretty well, you know, I'm the type of person that, like, I do not multitask well at all. I used to all the time. I was like this major multitasker. But I learned when I went back to school that that's not the best way to be, because you can't give 100% if you're multitasking. It's not possible. You can only give so much. It's best to like concentrate on one thing and one thing only. And that's kind of how my mind works anyway. I have to, I'm kind of like that, where I do my best work if I'm only concentrating on one thing at a time. And I'm that way with TV shows too. Like if I start a series, I only will watch that series until I'm done with it. I can have like more than one series going at one time, but I prefer to like just finish one series at a time. Yeah, I think I might do that up top just to bring the blue up there. I can't believe that it's like only 2 months till Christmas. Less than 2 months, actually. And I have not even started Christmas shopping this year. I'm kind of waiting to find out what happens with the strike before I start shopping, because no matter what, I'm going to buy Christmas gifts, but will be very, what I buy will be dependent upon whether they strike or not. Just because the bills have to be paid first, and like, you know, the extra stuff can come extra. Nobody really needs anything desperately, except for Jordan and Hunter. They kind of need a stroller base for their Graco stroller, which I've been looking online for used ones. And there's a lot of them out there. But these people, like, I will contact them and they'll be like on Facebook Marketplace, and they'll say, I have one available, and then but like or they'll have it posted on Facebook Marketplace, but then I'll contact them and they're like, you're next in line. You know, if this person doesn't take it, then it's yours. And it's like, I never hear back from them. And it's like, I am not going to continually bug people to make sure that, that I get one, you know? So, and some of the places are really far away too. This is my tiny grandson. This is how tiny he is. This is me and this is him. So he's just a little tiny bundle. Little bundle of joy. I might scrapbook this one next, just because I love that one. To see the one that we took at the, and I do have a sticker that says bundle, which would be cute. Maybe if I can get the embellishments out first. So I have this, and these two blues would be cute with his little ghosty outfit. Where's the bundle thing? This is baby boy. That would be cute. And I have this sheet, which would work possibly. And then these blue enamel dots. And where's that sticker? That bundle sticker. Oh, here it is. Right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. Okay, so let's find some paper out of the Chamel pack for that. So we're looking at like reds and yellow greens, and see what'll work with this color scheme. The stars are cute. Rainbows. I do like the clouds. That's cute. That's a possibility. Oh, I like that. I like this one better. Yeah, I like the green. Ugh, if I can get it off. This would be cute for her shower though, for her baby shower. So I'm gonna make Corbin an album, a baby album, but that's gonna have all these pages in it. But I don't have the album purchased yet, because I've been trying to find like a cover that I really like, and I'm really leaning toward, like, I'm really liking the American Craft albums that are binders. I have a few of them and they're my favorite. They seem to last the longest. I have a lot of like I have a bunch of Creative Memory strap bound, which, as you know, if you use those, you have to use the cardboard back, that like the pages that come with it. I mean, that's just part of that album. And then I have I also have the ones with the nail, or what are they called? Post-bound albums too, and I do not like those at all. They are flimsy and they tend to fall apart. It's just not something that I like. I would like to like replace all of those albums with, eventually, with the binder type American Crafts ones. Maybe I'll do that one. That would be cute. So you have like a ripped piece here. The title goes down this way, so I could do like Grammy. Not sure. Let's keep looking. I could do this one. This one has like boopering though. I don't have my boopers in here. There's this one with a card, but that one's got boopering too. That would be cute. I like that one. 66. So this one's got a lot of embellishments here, here, here. Here's the page. The title's up here. The journaling's down here. And then there's like a strip of something here, like a border strip, which I probably could use. I don't want to use the green one. I could use this pink. Well, I used a piece of the pink one though. Let me look at the other side and see what I have for strips. See if any of them go with green. This one says "You and Me Better Together." That would be cute. Doesn't really have green in it though. That's kind of cute. It's kind of boho. Hey, 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 hey. Maybe that would work. This scallop edge. That would work. There's some really pretty fall leaves. for another page. Some more fall leaves. I guess I should do some fall stuff. That. Oh, I know what it's called. The show that my friend recommended that's on Netflix, the scary one, is called House of Usher. I guess it is what she's, the fall of the House of Usher or something like that. So, after we're done with that, we might try it. Scott's been watching Sleepy Hollow, that series. I tried watching it because I really do like the Headless Horseman. I actually dressed up as a Headless Horseman in 6th grade for a Halloween party, and I actually won the contest, the Halloween costume, the Halloween contest. So those fun homemade costumes. I wore one of my dad's flannel shirts, like a solid flannel shirt, and I was short enough that like mom buttoned it like over the top of my head, and she put like red piece of material in the collar, so like it looked like blood, and then she and I could see out the buttonholes, like, because it was a button down flannel, and then I just wore my pants, like, and then I carried a pumpkin. So it was like the easiest costume ever, but I was really into the Headless Horseman back then, and I still like it, but the show, I'm not really into the show. I've tried, and I just am having a lot of trouble getting into the show. I was more into like the cartoon version of the Headless Horseman with Ichabod Crane. That's probably my favorite version, actually, is the cartoon version. And I am out of tape, so I need to go get some out of my office, because I'm not in my office, I'm in the dining room. So I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to run real quick, and like last time, I'm not gonna stop the camera. So I have not had a chance to like do this. This is actually really relaxing to me. It's really enjoyable. I'm really enjoying like scrapbooking and talking to you guys. I mean, what, 3 people, maybe 1 person, whoever's watching it, if anybody, but I feel like I'm scrapbooking with someone. I don't really go to crops anymore because I don't like crowds of people. And even though like I know the people that go to the crop, and there's usually probably about 20 people, even 20 people is like too much for me to like, I am highly distractible when I'm in a group of 20 people, and with everybody talking at the same time, it gets really loud and it gets very confusing in my brain. And I have a really hard time concentrating on a project I'm working on. But like if I'm scrapbooking with one friend, like if I invite a friend over or if I go over to their house and scrapbook, I love that. That just like, I'm the type of friend that can only be, I'm a one-on-one friend. I'm not a friend that like can be with a lot of people. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of just how I'm built. And maybe it's because I am introverted and I don't like this small talk, like superficial relationships. I don't like that. It's just who I am. I'll be right back. I grabbed what was closest, and that is my APG gun. Someone actually won the other one, and I still have it here. I haven't mailed it out yet. I lost her address. I think it was around the time that I quit filming for a while because I got really spooked by someone. But if you are watching this and you're the one who won that other gun, let me know. I don't know how you can do it though, because I have my comments turned off. I get really like inappropriate comments on my videos, like from spammers and hackers and stuff like that. So I don't turn on my comments at all. I don't know how. See if you can message me through YouTube, and if you're that person, and then I will I'll try to get a hold of you that way, because like I said, I have 2 of these guns and I don't need both of them. And the other one is actually brand new. So, but that was like, gosh, was that even a year ago? I feel bad that I never mailed it out, but I lost the address. It got lost in the shuffle of my email, and I don't know. My email is very finicky. It will like delete emails after a certain amount of time. And I saw it, and I should have saved it at the time, and I was planning on writing it down, and then I got really creeped out by something on YouTube, and I got distracted, and it was a difficult time all the way around for other reasons, and I just didn't get it mailed. But if you remember that and you were that person, then I want to get it to you, because I don't want you to think that I forgot about you. It's still here. But yeah, I don't go a lot of places anymore. I need to. Like today was really fun, going with my friend to get coffee to the local coffee shop. It was the first time I'd ever been to that coffee shop, which it's been around for quite a while. It's just that, well, that's not true. At Christmas time last year, I went there to buy a bag of coffee beans for someone as a gift. But I think it was for Matt and Yessie, because they like coffee, and just I usually send them like a box of goodies for Christmas. And I think it was them that I bought it for. I can't remember. Could have been my parents too. I don't remember. But it was fun, and we got to catch up because I hadn't seen her in quite a while. And then she wanted to go down to these new clothing stores that had opened downtown, which is really kind of cool, because our town is like bare bones, like especially downtown. There really isn't a lot going on anymore. People mainly shop at Walmart, I think. they don't, you know, normally, like, there really isn't any boutiques in town, or there wasn't, and now there are 2, and the clothes in there are really super cute. They have some cute gift items too. So depending on our financial situation, this Christmas, I may do some Christmas shopping at those places because they had some cute stuff. I didn't buy anything. I told Angela did. She bought a couple things, a couple clothing items that she'd been wanting. But I haven't been buying anything because I'm selling a bunch of stuff because I don't know if they're going to strike or not at work, or at my husband's work. And I also, I kind of want a back on this. I also don't need anything right now. I mean, she bought me this bracelet, which is really cute. It's just a cute bracelet. She bought this at one of the boutiques. It's a friendship bracelet. She surprised me. She's like, here, try on this bracelet. See if it fits. And I'm like, why? And she's like, just see if it fits. I'm like, okay. So I tried it on, and she's like, oh, good, it fits. She's like, I want to get you a friendship bracelet. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. So we finally bought a kennel for the dogs. We've actually done quite a bit to the house lately, but it's because we've had to. They've all been things that have needed to be done. Like the bathroom, we had to completely rip out our bathroom because of black mold. And that was really expensive this past summer. And then my dad did the work, but we paid for it because it's our house. It's not my parents' house, it's our house. So, you know, we had to buy all the supplies. My dad did do the labor for free, which was really nice of him. But we paid for everything. And then, our sliding glass door in the kitchen, it was really drafty, and our electric bill was really, really high, or has been really, really high the past several years. That door was so old. It's a door that we've owned this house for, well, since 2 months before I had Ethan, and that was like, it's going on 20 years in February. And so we I don't know if this should be considered the title. Should I just put bundle up here? I don't really like that there though. Boy, dog, you're loud. Could just do it at the bottom of this photo. So that door was really drafty, and we knew we needed to replace it. And I really don't like sliding doors. So we're looking at French doors, and French doors can, like, they're they can range in between $1,500 to well over $2,000 or $3,000. And we saw one advertised on Facebook Marketplace for $100, and it's a new door actually. The people bought it, and it was, they'd ordered it from someplace. I don't know if it was off of Amazon or whatever, but they had ordered it and it was damaged when it arrived. And so when they did a return, the company did not want the door back. They didn't want to pay for the door, or they sent another door, in other words, but they didn't want to get that door back. And so the people wanted the new door, and so they sold this door that's damaged on Facebook Marketplace. And really the damage is just like on the outside of the door. There is a small dent in it. But it's hardly noticeable. It's not even that big of a dent, and it doesn't cause any problem with like the mechanics of the door. And I really don't care. Like I mean, it saved us a lot of money, but we did have to hire someone to put it in because we don't know how to do that. And so that was like, all in all, it was like $550 to have that done. But we also, at the time, our dogs are really, really old, and they've been really like bad about going to the bathroom on the floor, especially during the nighttime when we're all asleep. And so we decided that we were going to buy a kennel for the dogs. They're dogs that have never been kenneled, like, at all. And so it was a little bit of an adjustment because they did not like that at all at first, but they're used to it now. They don't bark when we put them in there. In fact, like, sometimes they'll just go in there to lay down because we keep the door open on the kennel. It's a large kennel. So they seem to be adjusting a lot better than they were. I don't know if there's a baby. There's child. I don't see a baby. They have mother. Do they have grandmother? These stickers are from Tim Holtz. I would assume there would be grand just because there's child and mother. Here's some dark ones. Oops. Great. I do not see grand. There's together. People, place. Okay, so let's look at the sketch some more. So the journaling is going to go down here. Let's see what we can do here. So I have this. I did put this underneath, but I can still put an embellishment here. The embellishments were actually up here, not down here. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. And then one up here. I'm going to have to see if there's any cut aparts that I can use. There are cut aparts here. The Sweet Life, I do like that. Oh, hello there. That's cute. Scrappy together. My favorite. I do kind of like my favorite. I think I'm going to do that. So tonight, Hunter has Esme for the weekend, and they had fall portraits taken professionally tonight at Weldon Springs, near where they live, with all the kids. And then tomorrow is her brother's birthday, and he's a little guy. I mean, her brother is only I think he's turning 7 tomorrow. 7 or 8, I can't remember. But so they're going to be doing that tomorrow. So we probably will not see them until Sunday. We usually always get together with them once a week. Somehow, just because we're a pretty close-knit family with our kids, so we're like every weekend we see them. We try to go out to breakfast as much as we can. We haven't been lately because, you know, with this whole thing going on, you just don't know what's gonna happen. So we're just kind of like, on all accounts, I mean, them too. I did buy their Halloween costumes this year, the kids' Halloween costumes this year, because I bought Zayden his this year, because money is tight for Matt and Yassie right this year too, with buying the house and with oh, that's cute. You were the star of the story. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. So Zayden wanted to be I don't know what his name is. He's off of Naruto. But he's a guy that has like one eye. His mask has like one eye, and I think it starts with an O, whoever the character was. So I bought him that costume for Halloween, and then Jordan said that she wanted all the kids to be dinosaurs this year. So little Corbin is going to be a little dinosaur egg, which sounds super cute. Apparently they have a costume that is 0 to 3 months. So he's going to be a little dinosaur egg, and then all the other kids are going to be dinosaurs. Esme is a pink dinosaur. Kaysen is a green dinosaur, and Jordan is a Jurassic Park. He actually has a Jurassic Park like costume that is made for it's adaptable for children that have a disability. So we found him that costume, and he will wear that to school too. So they're going to be cute. They're going to be really cute, a family of dinosaurs. Okay, so I don't know if I should